Bad life to good life. Classy J. Ready to get into this one, man? Good meets bad, bad meets evil. Time to make a new life, forget about that prequel. Man, it's all about that sequel. It's a time to survive, not a time to die. Time to make a new history, no longer being confined. Time to break out of that prison cell, cut away that red tape, cause this is a new age. Redefined and recreated. We on some stupid, it's survival of the fittest, man. But look, this ain't the Hunger Games. If it were, we'd be dead or in a lot of pain. Bad life to good life, survival versus denial. We all make mistakes every once in a while, cause you only live life once. So start living your life, man. Sometimes I wish I could live my life twice too, but you can't, cause that's life. And you say life sucks, but it isn't, man. You're looking at the glass half empty, start looking at it half full. Forget about that prequel, time to make a new sequel.
Danny E.B on the beat.
Classy J. Welcome to Classy Productions. This is the beginning of my classy movement, so enjoy this ride with me, and please keep your biased opinions about me to yourself. Thank you. You ready to get into this one, man? Here we go. Yeah, started from the bottom, unlike Drake. I know phony fake, I have a message for you all. Spoiler, it may be honest and hurt your ignorant minds. This is my interlude, but we haven't been formally introduced. My name is Classy J. It's my privilege to make some sick, mind-blowing rhymes just for you. Grew up in a broken home, only child, all alone, it's just me and my mom. If I could go back and change things I would, but life sadly has no rewind. I only have the road in front of me, so I chase it trying to figure out my destiny, trying to figure out the real me. Yeah, started life, grasping for life. I've been a fighter my entire life because I don't take crap from others. Left with my ironic name, left with a messed up family, left to walk the darkness of life, trying so hard to see. Life happens, man. Humans are idiotic fiends. Survival of the fittest in the war zone of life. Nowhere to hide, no way to find cover. Bonafide native that has a talent for the creative. Not an alcoholic, not some drug addict, but yet society and police doesn't seem to want to accept me yet. They tell me to go to Nativia. Quickly, let's do some trivia to see how really stupid you are. Illegal, genocidal aliens, mad about other foreign aliens. Natives were here first, so I don't want to hear you fret. If you don't like it, leave. When you become a discriminated minority, let me know about it the next time you go by my bar. You have no clue what true classiness is, because indigenous people still are alive and are now ready to challenge your white privilege view. We used to be quiet and content with taking all your lies and bullshit, but now we're ready to fight for what we stand for, so beware the upcoming storm. You try to kill us, you try to make us white, but it didn't work out for you. Government, you may be Hitler, but it'll no longer be your Jews. Yeah. This is reality, you've been warned. It doesn't need to become a race war, cause if it came to that, would you be prepared to combat our final form? This is a real issue that you can no longer hide in your dark past. It's time to stop your lies. It's time for honesty. It's time for class, so sit your white asses down because we're now in session. You're lucky this is just an interlude because I'm not even being close to being finished with you. You may not enjoy this, but I'm having a blast. Evidence all over the place. Why go to court when you should just tell your guilty confession? No more half-assed apologies and no changes be made after that. What is up with that? I ain't having that. No way to truly slice this issue cleanly because I promise there'll be some aftermath in this habitat, you bunch of tardy cats. Classy J, the interlude part 1. I've only just begun, man. Haha. Yeah, fearless, now watching clear this obsession that others keep stressing on. Watching people keep wasting their lives over precious things as if they themselves have become like Gollum on. But I digress, this is my mission, this is my vision to run this dominion. I'm fearless, devil, can you hear it? I've overcome your torment, I no longer fear shit. God, oh the Father up in heaven, it still looks like I ain't one of your disciplinary brethren. This is my goal, brother, I'm on a roll, even though I can't decide which way to go. Classy's so sassy, jumping over you spasms because you are too drastic and dramatic. I'm the fanatic though, don't panic over first world problems because every problem can be solved given time. I'm sure I'll never again hit rock bottom. Fearless, yeah. Fearless, so careless to the things that used to bother me, but nothing impedes me now that I can finally see. Going off, you melon tops, you think I would give up when I got my friends for backup? So I haven't always been this way, but this is the way I rock today. I can only move forward to tomorrow, can't look back at all my sorrow. Different me, so I think a lot differently, starting to build up my lyrical ministry. Fearless, you can't commandeer the special that is so special that would be dreadful. So unethical to this human that is so gentle. Just a Gentile that has overcome his shackles, so economical of all these obstacles are tackled. No more skipping over the point with the story of the birds and the bees, because we finally have the keys to get off our knees. The fearful is some, no fear for this one, because nothing can no longer have me outdone. Fearless, can you comprehend how clear this is? But a lot of you are still blind to see that fear is your nemesis. Why can't everything be good like in the book of Genesis? I'll tell you why, because this generation has gone into ways that is most definite. Some of you won't admit to it, but to be completely honest, I don't really give you the time of day to explain to you because you're just too full of it. No more fear holding me back from being in a relationship. I become smart as shit, blasting out the pier like my rocket shit. No fear in the land, no fear in this man, because I have all the power I would ever want in my hand. On demand is the demand of more things. The only thing I need to get through the day is morphine. All things not worth, all things need, not a need. All trials and tribulations are contributed by the human condition of greed. Fear in my job, fear when I drive, fear when wrongs are not justified, fear in everyday living, trying to look good outwardly, but yet we so trapped on the inside, playing the game, trying to stay in my lane. It's an ominous obligation to continually perpetuate the flow of the nation's train. This society is so big, I do my own thing, trying to implement fear into my membrane, to do the same thing over and over, which is literally the definition of being insane. But whatever, it is what it is. That's just how we are treated, even though I've done what it is needed, that I will never again be defeated. Looks like I may never get out, I'm just locked out in this delegation we call normality that nobody wants to work out. Okay, wait, time out. Before I black out on how we condone this, I'm sick of it acting like primates, that's just ridiculous. Fear of how your world or my world may end. That's why we should all try to get along, because hell is gonna be lonely without a friend. I'm just saying, man. Fearless, man. You have to be fearless. Do what you want, say what you want, be who you want, man. You don't need other people's approval. You are you. It's your boy, Classy J. Welcome to my city, not that pretty, but I'm sick of it, Original Canadian, can't get with me unless I give you a permit. Just a dishwasher, just a native, just a rapper that won't stop. Now listen to me, I'll be forever real, my movement will never stop. Bro, I'm just getting started, but I'll promise you I'll never flop. Grew up in E-Town, only got into rap since grade 7, had to release all my aggression. Artistic kid, it didn't matter if it were rap or dance, I needed to let go of my transgressions, but I also hoped I could find romance. To be honest, that's how it started. I rocked with it, hoping for acceptance because I always hated being the misfit. I was the awkward kid that could only hang out with the emos and the druggies of the geeks. I never fit in, a Christian kid made fun of because he was a Jesus freak. That's why I get mad or question God. I'm reminded of all the nonsense I had faith in. Where was God when I was caved in? The world took me into sin, lost my way, the world has decayed, I see it as I walk throughout the day. What is truth? What it is that makes me me? I want to flee, but I want to get out of this reality. Ill for real, words that could kill or heal, wanted there a way I could appeal this deal. I never chose to live, I never chose to be this way, and life is full of foul play. I want to change the world, but I can't seem to change myself. Hate everything and everyone, how can we stand looking at ourselves? Welcome to E-Town, this is so real for me now. Everyone trying to gain access to the cash cow. Money controls everything, but it's as worthless as monopoly money, but we treat it like it's worth something, but to me, it's ugly. It symbolizes separation between the poor and the rich. No time for those who don't make it, because the Invincible will help those dipshits. That's what they say. Government only has power because we gave it to them, so why get mad when the outcome is bad for you or the economy's income? I'm just saying that. Democracy is hypocrisy. Illuminati controls all society, blinding us away from the truth because it's protocol. Welcome to the world because it isn't only going down in E-Town. In the words of Europe, it's the final countdown. Can't back down because this is my city, this is my town. These are my friends and family, can't let obstacles keep me broken down. It's time to say enough is enough and stop having our heads up our asses and grow up. Welcome to E-Town, welcome to my classy interlude, welcome to reality, welcome to new beginnings, even if in the end we are screwed. It's our choice to make life better. So what if there is pressure? If we get through it, I promise you, you'll get treasure. Yeah, Classy J. Bonjour, hello to the French Revolution, where people fought against the corrupt monarchy and created a new constitution. Hunger, no rights, and no respect. They could not seem to solve it peacefully. Slowly cut off Louis XVI's neck. Marie Antoinette was a heartless greedy when she stole the people's food, so now she deserves some punishment. And this is a historical moment for these people, which they will soon cement. They started the reign of terror, which some may say was a costly and unnecessary error. Millions of people were killed and mostly were wrongly accused. There used to be equality, liberty, and fraternity, but all people saw was death, which is something not to be amused. The French Revolution, where the third class fought the monarchy so everyone could have true equality, liberty, and fraternity. Then came a guy named Napoleon who changed their wicked ways. He founded new ideas which created the future you see today. I know he wasn't exactly the best. He crowned himself the emperor, which no one had a say on. He pretended to respect the church and have meritocracy, but really he was just a con, deceiving people as if they were a couple of pawns. Napoleon as a wimp, he cost millions of lives. He also abandoned his armies multiple times. He may be one of the greatest strategists in the world, but really he's just a waste of time. Napoleon should have figured out not to attack Russia at winter time. It never worked out before, so why would it work this time? He may be a symbol of France and the greatest self-proclaimed emperor, but he died because of his pride, just like Maximilian Robespierre. That was the end of the French Revolution. They slowly lost their power, but they still hold onto their Republican Constitution. So au revoir for now. Bon voyage to your grande revolution. To your next controversial decisions and solutions. Yeah.
Mek'N'Ism beats.
Classy J. The streets. Here we go. Trapped in explosion, lost into my body. 3 times that's so revolting. I'm just local, got nobody by me. Cation by statistics and stereotypes, so nobody actually takes the time to get to know me. They just see my outward appearance. They judge and accuse me for everything, so I had to kiss their ass and dance for them so I can get clearance. No respect, just a detriment to society. Being alone in a world full of manipulation and violence with a lost sense of humility. They say they want me to be silent, but I'm done being in confinement. I've been alone and afraid for far too long. Through the corrupt authorities, I misuse their power to beat down guys like you or me with a baton and spray gun. Fiends, are you insane? I thought cops were supposed to be my friends, but the government reprogrammed their brains. Alone, no one to condone my actions. Jesus, please help me, for I can no longer handle all distraction. Losing my grip. Weak-minded as shit. There is no place in the system where I could possibly fit. Yeah, I'm walking in these streets where there's violence, there's not enough to eat. Poverty stricken, everyone looking for the next fix, and aboriginals get ticketed for being aboriginals. Life is full of despair. Is there someone out there who cares? Because rich now think they're better. Yeah, they think they're so neat. They couldn't even survive on welfare, or let alone survive in this hellhole. They're too busy being political. Left side, right side, there doesn't seem to be a spectrum when people keep dying on the streets. It's a cold world with cool people too hot on themselves. If we all just came together, we wouldn't even be in this mess. Word, man. Real shit. Here we go. Second verse. Crime is just an everyday thing. People cheat, people beat on each other. It's not about race, but ignore me, shut me down. Keep listening to your garbage beats. Governments control the world, we all in the same boat. And then they control us like there's some kind of dictatorial Jesus. To them we surrender and confess? Haha, yeah right. So I'm not your puppet government. You may be the devil, but I'll not be your advocate. I will no longer let your lies keep corrupting my mind. I'm a self-made man with a God-given plan, so try to stop me. But the dice will no longer be in your hands. Hurt people in this hurt society, but all wounds can heal eventually. Even something as catastrophic as its detriment. Walking down the road of pain, people trying to survive. They deemed insane, they've been detained, they've been banned. Some try for a job, but a lot get canned. Hard times in these rough neighborhoods, and in reality there is no Robin Hood. Cold winters, scorching summers, begging for help, when about half of them will spend it on booze. Yeah, I see these things all the time as I walk down the streets, but there are organizations out there like Hope Mission that do some real good. So maybe there is some real hope after all, but we should do more for each other instead of accusing and misusing. Yeah, they try to shut me up, so they put me in a box to die, trying to brainwash me just like every other guy. Just wanna be free to be who I wanna be, to bring up real issues that bother me. They say you should always be honest, except when you shouldn't be. A robot programmed to do their bidding, not even being allowed to cry. Well, beat boops or does not compute. They can try to stop me, but an outlaw never truly dies. Fuck the last breath, that's how I'm gonna be. A renegade for you, They say it doesn't matter what I say. When I say get in trouble, words can be a double-edged sword that can kill a person either way. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Either way, it's still a struggle. It's a great world out there, nothing seems to want to go your way, and the only way out was when you're buried in the grave will eventually rot and decay. When will we see the light of day? When will this war be over? Is there a chance for peace? To be free like the birds to sort over problems that come across our way. I just want to be eased from the shackles that keep me from my destiny to finally fill in the gap of my heart like a puzzle piece. To see generations prosper someday because the example displayed every single day. Free to be the man I want my future son or daughter to be inspired by. I want to defy them haters true to falsify me as some kind of bad guy. All they are is a bunch of scum, bunch of small fries trying to take down the one tall guy. Pathetically insecure dum-dums. Free to talk and live out the way I want to live. Can't handle my vibe, take a dive off my premises if you can't handle my jive. So you can try to be nice for a while, but you attack my style, you won't last for a while. I'll kick you out with a smile. Yeah, I'm not afraid of you. What you gonna do? Try to act gangster all you want, but still nobody's gonna respect you. My time to shine, my time to thrive, my time to stop letting myself stay confined. All these times I thought it was you, the reason why I hurt, the reason why I stayed as an introvert. It's not your fault, but it ain't mine either. It's a human condition's fault for darkening all life's once pleasant features. Free to change how I now perceive things, which bring me to such delight. What was once an eternal night became a brightening light. Hope for the future for this junior. If I only had noticed all this a little bit sooner. It is what it is, but now it's time to stand tall. Now it's time to stay proud of oneself. All things done before can stay away on the top shelf. Life's an anchor in jungle, no time to stumble. Welcome to the real world where society will eventually crumble. How we even stood tall these years, man, I don't know. Probably too busy sneaking out of the house searching for rainbows to notice that life isn't actually a beautiful rainbow. Freedom came with a price, but we have to pay with our life? I don't know, I can't find the answer in any archive. Gravity, love, betrayal, temptation, violence, nothing can destroy me. I've been going hard all my life, invincible. Till one day I came across my teenage years. Yeah, puberty was my kryptonite. Then real life hit me and I couldn't get up. I was stuck to the ground with my pride all gone. Yeah, I used to feel like I was better than everyone. I fought anyone who tried to make fun of me, and I blew up at people like I was dynamite. Felt like no one could touch me, man. Invincible, thought I was invincible, man. Invincible, yeah. Yeah, I was a king and the world was my stepping stone. I was reaching higher and higher until people could start finally recognize me. Then it all came crashing down. I was lost in adversity, so caught up in materialism and new feelings I couldn't control. Like they say, pride comes before the fall, and I fell hard. I blamed everything, and I do mean everything and everybody, and do mean everybody for my problems. But now I just have myself left to blame. It's such a different feeling when a man high in self loses control. And I lost that control, man. Thought I was invincible, untouchable. Thought I was better than everyone. Yeah. have it all. We are. I guess you can say I was as invincible as the Titanic. Yeah, I just kept sinking deeper and deeper in this monotonous world. Top dog out of touch in his own yard. Those were some dark times, man. I was starving for something. I was desperate until I found this answer that cured this cancer of mine. Now I'm greater than ever, man. Back to my throne, looking over all invincible. But this time I have a support group of new friends and family, so I don't fall down to where I used to be, yeah. I've come a long way, man. Used to be all about me, now it's about everyone. We can all do it together. Yeah. Invincible, man. We are, man. Invincible, invincible. You can do anything you want, man. Capture your dreams. Become invincible. Yeah. When we're together, we're invincible, invincible, yeah.
In a house of cards, it's just too hard not to touch it. So it all falls.
Looking back at the way my path I once walked, blood and pain, everyone was worried I'd gone insane, but I'm alive. And still just as messed up. No path I find anymore. It's okay though, I like to walk life blind, cause then that way I find myself in the best and weirdest situations. Future used to look so bright, I do, but I keep falling short, think I'm not worth it. And counseling doesn't help cause I'm too angry about life. Man, I'm just so fed up, lost my lonely thoughts, no one understands me. Stuck in the mud of my damnation. Where'd I go? What can I say to get out of this situation I am in right now? Everything is crashing all around me, I've lost my way. Is there hope for me someday? Falling down all around me.
In a house of cards, it's just too hard not to touch it. So it won't fall.
Am I just confused? Maybe I'm just a bomb that desperately needs to be defused. But no one can help me, so I just blow up. Then people want to help me, but they're too late. Did God make a mistake? I don't know anymore. Too stuck in my illness, or maybe I'm just too full of pride to bow, or maybe I'm onto something here. What if there's like some kind of messed up conspiracy? I feel like such a Pinocchio, a slave to everything that holds me. Maybe it's fate. Everything's crashing all around me. I'm just so stuck in my ways, man. Don't you see that I need help? Falling down all around me.
In a house of cards, it's just too hard not to touch it. it won't fall.
All I know is at this moment I'm stuck and nothing seems to want to pull me out. Abandoned by those I thought had my back, now I'm crashed out, burnt out, caught in this harsh reality, stuck with this grim desire to make everyone feel my misery. People don't seem to understand it, just put me in the corner with a dunce cap on my head. A drained child looked at like some diseased trout, bitterly oozing trickery that turns into tragedy, born with this illness but not getting any sympathy. Everything seems to be crashing all around me. I'm falling down, stuck in this anomaly. I just long to be free. Falling down all around me.
It's just too hard not to touch it, so it won't fall.
Yeah, Classy J, is the slang free? I'm not sure about that. I think the slang is shit, but I'll tell you what, I'll give you my reasoning. Don't worry, we'll get there. Born to death, left in dread, not knowing if I'm alive or dead. Born with no bed to call my home, I was too busy struggling for my life in the ERM. That was just my beginning, stuff won't let me bad, but don't worry, I make it through life, knowing it won't be full of dread. Grew up parents not being together, getting bullied at school. Sometimes I wish I got buried in some tomb. I used to look at life so positively, but with so much shit coming at me, Dr. Phil could easily write my own biography. Junior high came, that was the whole thing entirely. Man, I wish kids could just get homeschooled those years, because then I may have not needed to get that psychiatry. Then finally high school came, and compared to my past experiences was so heavenly. Before school was like the Hunger Games, survival of the fittest was my only option. Sometimes I find myself in survival mode because I'm scared if I say or do something wrong, the past will strike back at me. So I just stay quiet like a monk, but piss me off, I'll turn into the Hulk or some volcano eruption. Wondering why life screwed me over, why people have to be cruel. Finding it doesn't get better as I get older, just finding to finally be me in the supposed land of the free. What I've realized is that this country is a monotonous bitch. Home of people pretend to be nice because it's all about our damn image. This is reality, so I'll just pretend that everything is right with the world, not looking at all the problems and crap, but that's not me, who I'm supposed to be. I'm sorry that I hate me, I'm just so fucking tired of being herded by society like some dumbass sheep conquered by the white privilege. Well, bye, black, brown, yellow, and red sheep. Have you any wool? No, sir, it was all taken by the white sheep. Why don't you ask them for some? Reality is the whites control everything. No one can touch them while paying with your life. Hope this truth opens the eyes who are non-visual, cause it's time to stop acting like ignorant fools. We need true equality, we need true freedom, we need change, otherwise we stay oblivious to the facts, which is dumb, which we need to stay away from. This world is full of suppressive segregation. Everything must be taken. Ignore the horrifying facts of the past, but rather let's look towards the future. Well, I'd like to, but the fact is we can't, because there will always be racism and violence. It's been put into our genetic track since the beginning of time. Since we ate that forbidden fruit, since Cain killed his brother Abel, screwed to this barbaric nature to ingrain its disease into our brains like a tumor. I guess it's just human nature to be horrible killers, looking for anything that could fill us for some sort of enjoyment, like some kind of disturbing nursery rhyme. Yeah, Classy J, it's a slam free, now you know that it isn't. You're welcome. Classy J, put him down. I'ma start running out these pounds, not for you bunch of jackals. I'm doing it for me, the only reason I do anything. Can you keep up with me? Because I'm not about to slow down and wait to see you attempt to come along with me. I came too far to slow down. I can't wait for some burning bush to tell me where to go. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten anywhere because it would have taken me 40 more years ago. Yeah, I'll do my own things, hope to become the next big thing. You'll see that I indeed achieved everything. Truth is, I don't even care if I make it. I just want people to start questioning this falsified world instead of just forfeit. This world is dying because of us. We are some really greedy, luscious scum that have no savings or income. World War III will be a war in control of water and farmland. The world shall end in fire because we're too blatantly retarded. Be clear, we're entitled to nothing. We don't deserve anything, especially not some $50,000 diamond ring. Are you humble now? Probably not. You're probably still fresh and hearty as an apricot. You can count on me unlike the government, because unlike them I am honest and sincere in my testament. So you may be fresh, but one of these days you're gonna be well messed up, drunk or high in some dumpster in Bangladesh. Good people die, bad people die. In reality is that life is cool. Can't play it cool, Mr. Drool. Because you'll wind up like the rebel pubescent little kid that dropped out of middle school. Material minds with finical eyes, seeing things as symmetrical. Tell me, why do you have to be so one-dimensional? Goody two-shoes like Hansel and Gretel, boil my kettle. I'm evil like a witch, and if you choose to try to mess with me, well, that's just stupidly detrimental. Harsh truth, I'll knock you out of my park, as if I'm Babe Ruth. Future class going off, blasting out of here because I can no longer tolerate this toxic atmosphere. Fear is a tool that used to keep me isolated. I used to be so complicated. I used to have to fake myself because I was one of those kids that other kids and teachers always hated. Society has never accepted me. They just treat me like I'm a nightmare. So many nights I just cry myself to sleep, mumbling to myself that it just ain't fair. Life isn't supposed to be fair. That's what I learned at a young age. Survival of the fittest when you're locked up in society's little cage. Why is there a need for all the strife? Debate all you want, but please no more flame wars, because it's just too much of a tiring bore. Just be cool with each other, and it's okay to not agree with one another. That's what makes us different, and that's what gives us the reason to truly need each other. Just live out your life and I'll live out mine. Don't need to put each other down, as long as we don't step over that line. Yeah, Classy J, put him down. That's how I be, man. The future class. Classy Interlude, Part 1, yeah. Yeah, this goes out to anyone that has thoughts of committing suicide, that deals with depression. This goes out to you, man. It's your boy, Classy J. This song is called Suicidal Tendencies. Yeah, suicidal tendencies, and there doesn't seem to be any amenities. What's happened to me, can't decipher what it is that makes up my reality. Confusion clouding out the once bright picture inside my mind. Now I'm hanging out with the wrong crowd, even though I know I don't belong in their grind in a life full of crime. What happened to me? Why is every thought of mine filled with all this crappy ass negativity. What is real, what is fake? Feel regret deriving me for finding destiny, sweet hopeful cake. Suicidal and denial, pastor I confess that I need a revival. Giving up my proud title, making a change to myself, no longer gonna stay so fickle. I know I'm a rhythmical genius, busting out rhythms like I'm a lyrical Mek'N'Ism. Grew up native, lived being treated like disease by these white privileged asses. I think they are better than me. Damn. And to make it worse, my dad wasn't in my life for the first 14 years. Got bullied at schools, and you know I got called many racial slurs. Don't get a break. Not broke, not rich, I'm somewhat of lower middle class, but I keep getting squished by this economy as if it were an anaconda snake. Depression seeps in, getting so provoked by this tenacious sin that got me wanting to finally give in to society's whim. Family in turmoil, too spoiled and ignorant to each other. They too busy being too offended by each other's indifference. No wonder most of the kids or teens commit suicide, because with all these obstacles coming at them, they may feel like there is no other place to turn to or to hide. Got encouraged to be creative and imaginative at a young age, but then school came in and I got so disengaged they killed all the innocence I had. But I never got pressure from my mom or taught much, so it wasn't so bad. I don't think I could handle having that extra burden on my life. Tried doing the Christian thing too, but I no longer really contributed to that fraudulent style of life. I thought it could help, but it only made things much worse. Got in a lot of fights, yeah, I felt so alone in this apparently connected universe. Yeah, suicidal tendencies, darkness is my enemy. There seems to be no remedy for the pain I feel in my heart. Never caused a felony, but I get shoved in an enclosed space if I cause some sort of penalty. Getting penalized by these people who don't realize or understand what you have been through, so no change can happen for us to get through this shit. Jesus, we need a breakthrough. At this point, I'll be calling out to any other possible iniquities that may be out there, because I need help, you see. I'm done being judged by all these hypocritical Philistines. I know it's a coward's way out, but I can no longer keep living out in this captivity. So much for freedom and equality, liberal practice that keep minorities like me on the ass, and so much for this liberal society that reeks of molasses. I practice to try to be a better person, help those that deal with the same issues, to be there for them when society says suck it up and gives them a tissue. Statistics no longer keep me in the spell mood I'm in. Screw stereotypes, I'll be the one that makes sure my life won't stop being so grim.